Good evening, everyone. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we're on this evening, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nations, and I pay my respects to their elders, past and present, as well as any First Nations people present this evening. The Voltaire Empty Chair Award was established in 2016 and is presented to a person who is worthy of receiving the Voltaire Human Rights Award or the Young Voltaire Human Rights Award, but cannot be present to receive the award due to the consequences of their advocacy for human rights, free speech and civil liberties. Previous recipients of the Empty Chair Award have included Mehdi Ali, Bernard Collaery and Witness J, Nazarene Sotoudeh, Behrouz Booshani and the cartoonist Eaton Fish. This year, it is Liberty Victoria's great honour to award the 2023 Empty Chair Award to Victor Yeimo. Mr Yeimo is a strong advocate for West Papua's independence from Indonesia. He's an international spokesperson for the National Committee for West Papua and the Papuan People's Petition. Mr Yeimo is a staunch pro-independence activist and human rights defender. He has been on the Indonesian authorities' wanted list since he led the civil resistance in West Papua. He's been arrested and imprisoned 3 times in October 2009, May 2013 and May 2021 for exercising his civil rights in leading peaceful protest marches. Mr Yeimo's most recent arrest and imprisonment was on charges of treason for leading peaceful protests against racial discrimination in West Papua in 2019. He was accused of being a mastermind behind the riots that shook West Papua that was sparked by the Surabaya incident. In custody, he was placed into solitary confinement for 3 months, where he had limited access to lawyers and family, as well as a lack of medical treatment for his deteriorating health. On the 5th of May this year, a panel of judges from the Jayapura District Court ruled that Mr Yeimo was not guilty of treason. However, they found him guilty of violating Article 155 of the Criminal Code, which criminalises any person who disseminates, openly demonstrates or puts up a writing where feelings of hostility, hatred or contempt against the government of Indonesia are expressed, with the intent to give publicity to that dissemination. Mr Yeimo was sentenced to 8 months in prison for that offence. That finding of guilt was controversial, not only because he was not originally charged with that offence of contravening Article 155, but that article was actually held to be unconstitutional by Indonesia's Constitutional Court in 2007. On the 12th of May this year, the public prosecutor and the Law Enforcement and Human Rights Coalition for Papua, who were acting as Mr Yeimo's legal representatives, filed appeals against the District Court ruling. The Jayapura High Court overturned the District Court verdict on the 5th of July this year and instead found that Mr Yeimo had been proven to have committed treason. By that High Court, he was sentenced to 1 year's imprisonment and he ultimately spent 28 months in custody simply for exercising his civil rights. He was released this year on the 23rd of September. Thousands of Papuans celebrated Mr Yeimo's release in the Waina Stadium in Jayapura. We are honoured that Mr Yeimo has accepted the 2023 Liberty Victoria Empty Chair Award, and we're very lucky this evening that to accept the award on his behalf, we have Mr Ronnie Carini, one of Mr Yeimo's good friends, here this evening. Thank you.
Before we ask Ronnie to the stage, we'll play a video that's been prepared by Victor Yeimo and his team, which shows some of his struggle. And so please, it'll go for a bit over 10 minutes. So yeah, please enjoy. Thank you.
West Papua is an area of bloody political conflict since it was taken over by the Indonesian authority. Moreover, the water and natural resources are exploited, the people are insulted and killed. Since the illegal occupation, the Papuans have been fighting. Some have resorted to the resistance with weapons, and many have used peaceful struggle. Access for journalists is very difficult, and the UN investigation never came. In this difficult situation, activists such as Victor Yeimo, leader of the peaceful resistance movement, have been repeatedly sent to prison just for peacefully voicing political aspirations and advocating for human rights. Last time, Yeimo was arrested for fighting against racial discrimination. He was accused of treason and jailed for 1 year. On the 23rd of September 2023, he was released. Thousands of people greeted him.
Well, the Morning Star flag, or we call a Bintang Kejora, was first raised in 1st December 1961. People of West Papua declare this flag as a symbol of a nation. This is a symbol of cultural identity. This is the symbol of independence. The Morning Star flag is a symbol of unity. The Morning Star flag also the symbol of hope. People of West Papua, they hope that a morning star or bintang fajar is a sign that tomorrow morning there will be sunrise, there will be liberation, victorious after the darkness, after the operations under the colonial and capitalist operation. My motivation is deeply rooted in the pursuit of justice, human rights, and freedom for the people of West Papua. In West Papua, injustice and oppression is still going on. People of West Papua still fighting under the Indonesian oppression, and that is why people of West Papua respond oppression by fighting through the peaceful means. The right to self-determination is a fundamental right under international law. The UN chapters have the obligation to fulfill their right of self-determination, and people of West Papua still fighting because the UN, Indonesia, America, and that government already stole the right of West Papuan right of self-determination. There's no future of West Papua under Indonesian control. We only have 2.9 population in West Papua, and our neighbors, Papua New Guinea, according to the United Nations, it estimated 17 million population in Papua New Guinea. What happened in West Papua? This is slow motion genocide. So if there is no struggle, there is no fighting, there is no future for the people of West Papua. So I believe that, not only believe, but this is based on all the data proving that our populations and with crisis of education, crisis of health in West Papua, we will be lost on this land, I think. So to make peace in West Papua, give people of West Papua to choose what they want, to determine their right of self-determination, to determine their futures. Give West Papuan space through the democratic and peace solution. Referendum who have been done in Australia, New Zealand, Kanaki is the solution that need to be done in West Papua. Indonesia need to take it and fulfill the right of self-determination for the people of West Papua. I also concern in the ongoing ecocide in West Papua. There is environmental destruction seriously going on in West Papua. There's lastly, I'm advocate too for racial discrimination in West Papua. Racial discrimination in West Papua is not only about where people of Indonesia shout out call us as a monkey, or try to similarize people of West Papua as one of animals, like monkey. Not only that, but in practically and structurally, Indonesia still control or put a negative perspective or mindset to the people of West Papua as a second class in all the sectors dominated by Indonesian peoples. That is why I'm organized peoples, organized youth. I'm telling today, advocate them, talk to them that the people of West Papua, they have the right to fight. What people of international can do for West Papua people, first of all, encourage diplomatic effort to address the issue, such as rising at the United Nations or through the bilateral negotiations. Secondly, human rights advocacy is needed today in West Papua. Highlight the human rights abuses in West Papua and calling for an independent investigation to investigate into the allegation of abuses in West Papua. The second, we need media and awareness. So raise awareness about the situation in West Papua through the media and social media and public campaigning. We need political support. Lobby your government to support West Papuans' self-determination and independence, advocating for a fair and international supervised referendum in West Papua. We also need solidarity organization, so please join or support organizations and movement which dedicated to West Papuan issue in wherever you are. Lastly, you need to respect local voices. So I think you need to listen what West Papuan talk about themselves, not government of Indonesia propaganda. We see the colonization in West Papua and in Australia. In Australia, they use different approach and political approach to the people of Aboriginals, indigenous peoples in Australia. But in West Papua, we can see the Indonesian colonials rule. They use violence. They use expansion through the special autonomy, through the exploitations, through the militarizations in West Papua. Exploitation is still going on. There were illegal self-determination in 1969 where only 0.2% population from 800,000 population in Papua being chosen by Indonesian military to choose or to integrate with the Indonesian. In Australia, we can see there is no formal permission or formal agreement between British government and indigenous people of Australia. We call it British settled Australians without any formal. Aboriginal people and Torres people, they still in Australia, but in West Papua, also we believe that they are one of our family. Culturally, we are family because they are our neighbors. Our elders, our ancestors is connected to them, and we think that they are part of our history, and we are part of their struggle, and they are part of our struggle in West Papua.
We'd like to thank all those who worked so hard to make that video documentary possible. It's an amazing piece of work, and I'm very pleased to say that we have a colleague of Victor Yeimo, Ronnie Kareni, here today to accept the award on his behalf and to say a few words. Please make him welcome.
Wah, 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 wah. Maikai. That's greetings from the Central Highlands of West Papua, and it's a welcoming as well to the space. And I also want to acknowledge the space here, and just to say that the land that we all gathered has never been ceded, the sovereignty of the First Nations people across this land. And extending to what Brother Victor Yeimo has said, that it is the belief our struggle is your struggle, and your struggle is our struggle. And standing here with great honor to receive on his behalf, it reminded all of us in what we do in small capacity or big capacity or in whatever ways or forms. The work of human rights defenders cannot be overlooked. And thank you for recognizing that, particularly for 2023 Voltaire Empty Awards for a West Papuan prominent figure in the movement for right to self-determination. When I think about the pedagogies of liberation struggle, whether it's of West Papua or many other liberation and sovereignty movement, I think of the Palestine struggle. The Palestine struggle is teaching us about the colonial history, the racial ideologies, settler colonialism, but importantly, a collective resistance. And it has unmasked the hypocrisy and miseducation. May we see the end of the Zionism, Eurocentrism in our lifetime. May we see the end of racism, colonialism, and capitalism in our lifetime. And may we see a free Palestine and a free West Papua in our lifetime. Merdeka. Thank you.